Yeah, that's a lot of nerd books there, Brian. I like it.
I used to have a lot more. Some stuff I just didn't, games I didn't play for a decade or more, and I gave them to the, or sold them to the used bookstore.
What would that poor turtle do to you?
Yeah, he had it coming to him.
A Vault Dweller Survival Guide, is that just for like all the lore and Fallout, or is it for a certain game?
Oh, I think that was for the previous game, the one that was out before this new one that's coming out.
Or I'm still playing it. I know Kev's been playing it too.
That little white guy that's there, that's Milo. Just barely
Oh,
see
nice.
him.
Yeah. Hero Forge?
Yep, I got Perrin and I got Milo made.
Thought about getting Rum made. I probably still will eventually.
It's a neat little thing. I mean, it's not like it's a 3D printer they use. It's not
Nothing
high
super
quality
fancy.
or like
Yeah.
painted. If you're real good at painting, like probably look really cool and spend that time on it. I am not.
I've never painted a mini.
I've done it. I've had a couple turn out not terrible. But that's been a long time.
Okay, how's everyone doing this evening? Or evening for some people, lunchtime for others.
Good.
Not too bad.
Did you have to work today, Perrin, or did they give you Labor Day off?
I went in. I could have taken off if I wanted to, but I don't. I had a short day and didn't have to use any holiday or vacation time, so that works.
Isn't Labor Day a public holiday?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, not everybody takes it though. Not any company that has a union typically or a government will have it off.
Oh yeah, I forget you guys don't have paid time off.
some places do, but the government was definitely shut down today, or I would have done the DM thing earlier.
Yeah, I always forget you guys. Yeah, never mind.
Poor Robin, she's sleepy. Did you have to work today, or just?
I had to work today.
Alrighty. Hopefully you will have some sort of caffeine or something, and you will wake up just a tiny bit.
I recommend cocaine. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no. I don't know what it'd be like to DM for someone high on coke, but I don't think it'd be a lot of fun. It would either be ridiculously fun or awful. There's no in between with that.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be one of the two.
Where we last left off was you guys. What the fuck did you do? I know you returned the bones, and then there was a public hanging in the middle of a little bit of a rainstorm. You
I
guys
sent the guards after the.
Yeah, you sent him to the house. Then you went and had some armor made. Where then Memnon helped himself to somebody's cart that was shaking.
I think that's about where we stopped.
I think you went back to Valaki and you went back to the Blue Tavern, and I think you handed. I believe you gave one of the protection scrolls to Lex, and Kiri kept the other one.
Yes, Lex has the demonic one, and Kiri has the undead. Also gave the jewels to Kiri.
Oops. I just deleted something someone had on the map, so I was deleting something else.
It's not the penis, is it?
No, it's not the penis.
Oh, thank God.
Then he deletes the penis.
You know, I don't think it matters because it was on the GM level. So you'll never know.
Well, good job.
But, okay. You guys decided you were going to, when you woke up in the morning, to investigate what the people, what you've heard from the Vistani when they were telling stories, is just someone they call the Mad Mage of Mount Barack or Barack. He's the Mad Mage of Barack Obama. Let's see. Baratok. There we go.
Bartok?
Baratok. They would have told you that Mount Baratok is the mountain range above the Salavich Woods. Well, is there something else Alex would like to throw in front of for the party instead of this? I mean, it's open conversation.
No, they seem to sit on trying to find this mage. It's fine.
They see him occasionally. They saw him about a week ago, I believe. He's basically shooting lightning into the lake.
Seems like someone pretty powerful. I mean, they're spending they're using their spells just to go fishing.
You do remember that there was Bluto, or whatever his name is. He was going to sacrifice that girl to the lake because they hadn't caught any. He hadn't caught any fish recently. But that's all you really know about Lake Zarovich. That, and then when you left, there was a boat on the beach that when you were leaving with the girl was last you saw was still on the beach.
Does anybody know how to use one of those?
I've been in a
Water
boat
boat.
before.
It's fairly simple. You kind of just stick it in and you twirl it around.
That's how I do the nasty. No. But when you guys leave you guys go down to the bottom of the dining / drinking area of the Blue Water Inn. All the what the hell their last names? I can't remember. I want to say Markoffs. There we go. They're all down there. The old man's kind of the one you came with, the old crow who's the were raven. Seems to be the head. He's kind of he's eating, and he's bitching at his son over things, but he's eating the food, and then the son's sitting there just looking super annoyed. His kids are next to him looking annoyed, but midway through his bitching about the place, he kind of looks over at the wife and says, "This breakfast is delicious." And then she looks happy that she got a compliment, but everyone else just looks annoyed. And he's this old man bitching about things. Back in my day, and this used to look like that. But you guys go down, and she sees you and gets up and asks if you guys would like breakfast.
Of course.
And
If we plan on spending a significant amount of time rowing around on lake, then I suppose we should probably get hearty breakfast.
do you say that out loud that you're going on the lake?
Yeah.
She looks a little bit confused. She goes, "Why are you going on the lake?"
These chaps, they want to find this mage, yes?
She looks a little weary. Oh, I would stay away from him. I remember him coming in forever ago and trying to raise troops to attack the castle, and he seemed very sure of himself, but he seemed off. And he supposedly died. I haven't seen him since then. I don't believe he's actually out there. And one of the kids kind of stands up. I saw him, mother. He was throwing lightning into the lake.
Any idea why?
The kid kind of shrugs because he's insane.
How long was he throwing lightning in there? Just continually for like an hour, or was he just once
He's
and
like,
done?
no, he's one of the kids stands up. He goes, I just saw him and I ran to get my brother to show him, and when we came back, he was gone.
Hmm. Anything dangerous on the lake, kid?
Oh, I mean, there used to be fish in there, but no one's caught anything recently. I don't think there's anything living in the lake, if that's what you mean. Try not to drown. And he kind of looks towards your heavy armor.
Well, any stories, scary stories that your big brother or your uncle or somebody's told you about the
When
lake?
you say stories, the grandfather looks at you and goes, one time I caught a fish in there. It was this big, and he puts his hands out that are way too big for any normal fish to be pulling out of there.
Well, that's impressive.
It fed him and his brothers for a week, and he kind of points at the oldest, the guy who actually owns the place. And Danica's, she's in the kitchen. She's sounds like she's getting breakfast together. She offers eggs and stew, or eggs and wolf steaks.
Yeah, I think steaks sounds fine. Right, so can the others? What are our plan? What's our plan here when if we were to find this crazy cook?
That's a good question.
Hell, I think we just talk to him, let him know about our plan, see if he's into it.
And what precisely is our plan?
Rounding up help to go kill the big bad guy. What could possibly go wrong?
You guys are having your discussion about 10 minutes into it. Um, Donica comes out and she puts down. They're like rare to medium rare wolf steaks and a couple eggs on the side. And she looks like she wants to sit down with you, if only to avoid um, the older Mordikoff's just constant old man complaining.
Lick says no objections to her joining the group, but so we've previously been we've done pretty well so far following the article, the gypsy lady. Shit.
Madam Eva?
Yeah, that's the person. Instructions, and we've completed, I think, 2 out of the 4. Actually, I think one of them wasn't really a hint thing. It was more like a warning. But there's one about like some sort of like guardian of a graveyard or something. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, let me try to find my FN Curse of Strahd book, because when it's all this stuff, I like to just look through the actual book. I don't know where the hell I put it.
Me too. Cat
Yeah,
sitting
I
in
see
that
a
puddle.
garden dusted with snow, watched by a scarecrow with a sackcloth grin. Look not towards the garden, but to the guardian. And we still need to go find a place of dizzying heights, where the stone itself is alive.
Hey, what? I haven't been fishing in a coon's age.
If you say that, Danica would say that they haven't really caught anything in the lake for the last 2 to 3 months. Everything seems to be dead.
You still drink from it?
She goes, no, we mainly drink the wine, even the kids.
Huh?
That
I mean,
and
don't get me wrong. Dwarven kids, they drink ale from just about the time they're done off their mom. But
she was joking. There's actually there's a well in town. It's an underground well.
Hmm. Find your book, homie.
Yeah, I found it. It was on top of all the other books. Like from where I can see all the ones I have normally, but apparently I didn't put it back normally. I just put it on top of all the other ones. But yeah, the two you've done a couple of the cards. But there was a couple more you hadn't done, which I'm trying to find them. I believe one of them is the one of stars. You go to a place of dizzying heights where the stone itself is alive. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Yeah, and the sackcloth grin one, Guardian.
Transmuter and missionary.
I see a garden dust with snow, watched over the scarecrow with a sackcloth grin. One moment. Yeah, like when you guys are thinking about it, even Danica's thinking about it. She doesn't seem to understand either what they mean. Like halfway through it, she's like, maybe no, that doesn't make any sense. She's like, she has an idea, and then she's like, no, that's not it. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, even if we don't know where it is, we are nearby to where what's his face said he was from, right? The creepy undead guy.
Yeah, you could always go to Arkham Boss Holes. Which now that I know how to say, it's actually pretty fun to say. You should give it a shot.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not opposed to going out on the lake and looking for mage, but like, what exactly are we hoping to find if we do find this crazy coot?
Yeah, I think from my standpoint, Enos, and it was just thinking the lake is right here essentially, so why not take advantage of that? If other things are equidistant, or even if they aren't, he's pretty pliable with that.
I mean, didn't Strahd already try to kill him once? Or am I crazy?
What you remember, the Vistani told you the story that he threw him down the mountain, and no one believed he's kind of like their Bigfoot. Occasionally people see him, but not everyone sees him, so it's like, is he really there? Or are they just making shit up to fuck with us?
So, I mean, this guy might want some revenge for, being thrown off a mountain.
Enos is just like looking at the other party members, just nodding in agreement.
All I know is if I had a choice of a wizard being with me or against me, I'd want him with me.
Okay. Sure, we'll look for him. What do we do if we find him? Like, do we just say, like, hey, you want to help us out?
Worked last time, didn't it?
Hey, how would you like to be in the service of one of the greatest gods? That might work.
I just laugh at you.
And you get to kill Strahd.
How would you like to be in the loving embrace of Hor?
Nestled in Hor's bosom.
So yeah, guys, just tell me what you want to do, and we will do it.
Let's. I'm good either way, but I think at least two of us want to go that route.
Carrie, what say you?
Don't know how we're gonna get there, but
She's like, well, we're already at the lake, technically, so the lake?
Alright, sure, we'll go find a boat.
Rummer, those boats by the shore there, just north of our position.
I mean, if there's no fish in the lake, and there used to be a fish in the lake, surely there's just lots of boats laying around doing nothing.
You go over and you guys leave the town. I'm assuming you guys doing any other stops before you head out.
Nope.
Just bathroom stops.
Yep.
I mean, if you guys want to use the bathroom, they have an outhouse in the back. There's a couple tubs if you want to shower. They have.
Mimic outhouse. Roll for initiative.
God, mimic outhouse. I need to write that down.
You're already inside it.
Yeah. Let me pull up the map. No, that's not it. That's so many maps. That's Yester Hill. That's Milwaukee. That's the village of Barovia. The town of the city. You know what? You guys are already on it. I probably should just went to that. All right, so you guys are. You leave the town, and there are a couple boats there, and next to it is kind of like a. They've cut down a couple trees and they're sitting on there. There are three men, and they're all brightly dressed. And they see you and they wave. They're like, "Do you guys want to rent or buy a boat to go out on the lake?"
Oh, can we rent by the hour? Or how's that work?
Like, oh well, if you want to rent, we charge by the day.
How much is it? And do you take trade?
Of course, we take trade. It's 5 gold for the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Everything's
They
in
have
price.
bullshit prices. I forgot this is the campaign of bullshit prices.
I'll start rummaging through my inventory to see what I have.
5
see if I
gold
can
seems
cut
a
that
little
down.
bit exorbitant since there are plenty of boats around.
Yeah, he's like, and they are all ours. We have bought all of them. If you want to buy one, we can sell you one for 60 gold. But the fish stopped biting, and well, the fishermen, they had to do something to make ends meet.
I see businessmen. I got you.
Kiri pulls out 20 gold, and she goes, "I'll take it for 20."
And you can make a persuasion, but the DC is super high for anything.
I will eat. Ah, never mind.
Yeah. They're like, little one, you are adorable. We will. That is even less than we paid for it. And no, we will sell them for 60. You know what? You're adorable. We'll sell it to you for 50 gold. Or you can rent it for 4 gold for the day. And that is the final.
Hey, I tell you what, I got some good rations in here. I'll give you two days worth of rations just to rent it.
And you guys look at them, and you can tell, especially Memnon, these guys are Vistani, and they're pretty. I don't want to say shady, but they're pretty shady. We'll just say it. Fuck it. And he's like, no, we have plenty of food down at the camp. We do not need food. We need gold. We need gems. We need something that, maybe a little shiny. But we do not need food. We have plenty of food.
So you would not even help out a fellow Vistani?
And he kind of looks at you and he goes, I do not recognize you from the camp. You're not, look at you. You are not Vistani.
I pull out my mother's locket, open it, and show it to them. Say, this was my mother.
And give me persuasion. And you know what? We'll give it to you.
You said you're from the camp.
So there's a couple camps. But I'll even give you advantage. And they're like, I don't remember. Like the two younger ones say, I don't seen her before. And the older one, no, I've seen her, and you are an elf. And kind of like, he does like a little gesturing with his hands, like to like mimic like his ears extending. But you do look like her.
And I turn and say to the others, perhaps we should go speak with. And I provide the name of that chap whose daughter we rescued.
Oh, well, that's a good name. What is his name?
The chieftain?
Yeah, his name's on here somewhere. So many NPCs.
And tell him that a few of his goons are attempting to shake us down upon the very spot where we saved his daughter.
Give me another persuasion at advantage. Yeah. I can give you double advantage. I think I would. That is hilarious. And they're like, well, if you rescued Blue Gosh's daughter, we will. Here's what we will do. We will borrow the boat, but if you bring it back, we need a down payment. You will put 5 gold down, and when you bring it back, we will give you back the 5 gold.
All right, I'll hand him the 5 gold.
And he pockets it, and he goes, you bring back the boat. If you do not bring back the boat in one piece, we keep the 5 gold. This is the deal, fair. Yes? Okay. And he's like, and there's about 4 or 5 boats, and they're all beached. And he goes to not the biggest one, but not the smallest one. It's the middle. It's like the economy. And he's like, here, this is yours. And he looks over, get the oars. And guy goes, gets the oars, and he puts 2 oars in the thing, and he helps you carry it to the edge of the water. He's like, and he goes, well, if you want, do you want to rent any fishing equipment? They've been biting very strongly.
Actually, we're fishing for something a little bit more exotic. Have you seen somewhere where crazy man is throwing lightning into lake?
And when you say that, like the 2 young guys, their eyes get all wide. Why are you looking for the Mad Mage?
Well, I am not looking for Mad Mage. Ask these 3.
And the older one kind of looks like, no, he died. When the devil threw him down, he died. He has not been seen. And the 2 goes, yes, we saw him a month ago when you were When you were back at the village and you had us here, we saw him, and they look sure that they've seen this guy, but the old man doesn't believe him. You are making up stories again just to impress the women.
Kid3 will seriously look at him like eyes wide to the other two and go, I totally believe you.
We've seen him ourselves. Don't listen to them. Stick to your guns.
No, they do not believe. He thinks he knows everything. He does not know everything. And the two younger two, they seem annoyed that they're just dismissed out of hand, but they're happy that they have someone that believes their story.
Don't let someone else tell you what you did or did not see.
But yeah, the old man's still trying to trade you, rent you fishing equipment that he says the fish have been biting very well, even though everyone knows. It's kind of like you went into like his salesmanship thing. Like everyone knows there's no fucking fish biting in this lake.
You just said not
He
10
just
minutes
said
ago.
it,
They're
yeah.
not biting.
He's like, but now that he's trying to make some money. He's just blatantly lying to you.
Did the two younger ones point out in which direction they saw?
Yeah, they would say that there is a clearing to the north, and he kind of points out to this direction where we've seen him come out of the woods. He came out and he shot lightning into the lake, and he looked around in the water for a little bit, and then he didn't get anything, and then we haven't seen him since.
That's about where I saw that big-ass moose.
You did see that big ass moose. It's actually an elk, but I mean, what's really the difference? I think mooses are bigger.
Perhaps that's where we should start.
Moose are bigger. You don't pluralize moose. It's just
Elks have
moose.
pointed antlers.
There we go.
Because I could do with some moose steak.
Memnon waves a hand at the GM. I'm not the druid Kiri is.
Yeah.
All right, let's be off. I will roll. Or do you want to roll? Enos.
Go ahead.
Because we all know dwarves are great on boats.
No, especially fully armored.
I mean, but he's pretty strong.
Now I don't have piloting. Sorry, I don't have vehicle proficiency. Ship. So what do I roll?
I will
Just-
take turns with you as well.
Just give me a straight strength check. No, 14's, you don't really, it's only a mile wide. We'll say you get about halfway there when you start getting tired. You can push again if you want to, but if you fail, you probably take a little bit of exhaustion.
Enos said that he will trade off at some point.
Oh, so if you want to trade halfway, give me a straight strength, Enos. The DC was 8 because it's just, you go through the water's pretty dead. There's not a lot of movement, and you guys make it across to the clearing to the Selvich Woods.
I didn't even see his roll.
Oh, he did roll. He whispered it to me for some reason.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll
He
take
rolled
that
a
off.
10. Yeah, he rolled a 10.
I was messing with some rolls and adding some spells. I forgot to change it.
Okay, so you guys make it across. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Is my map thing? No. Just one more second. Oh yeah, when you guys land into the woods, okay, that's what we're gonna do. You guys get into the woods and you see there's a bit of a clearing that kind of goes north, like the clearing where you are, and there's basically woods just surrounding this area. But yeah, you guys get across. You. How do you secure the boat? I guess is a good question.
Well, I have some rope.
Yes, I do too.
And I now have a pouch full of stakes. It's the wrong type of stake, but it can at least sink into the ground.
The boat's probably not that heavy, correct?
Nah. Once you get out of it, the two of you can carry it, no problem.
I think we just carry it away from the water, so we don't even have to bother to tie it up, and
We're level
just
4,
pull
right?
it on the shore.
Yes.
I could
Maybe
probably
we
fit
can-
it in my bag of holding as well, so it doesn't go missing. I don't know if I can fit that much.
You can't fit
Best
the
is we
boat.
find a flame skull and put it in our bag of holding.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think the mouth of it only goes so wide. Is that
You know,
correct?
the boat's too big.
Okay. We'll take it apart and then put it in. We'll put it back together when we get back. Now we can pull it up on the shore and just kind of, like put it between some trees so it doesn't rock away or anything.
Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, so you guys get the boat secure on land, and you are free to do whatever you want to do here.
Do I see any telltale signs of recent lightning, like scorched trees, dead animals along the
You can give me a
shoreline?
perception check.
I look for the giant elk.
You can give me a survival check. Are you looking for? Are you just looking straight for the elk, or are you looking for tracks? I guess it's a question.
Tracks.
Yeah, give me survival.
Merry Christmas.
Oh wow! You know, you turn around like you're looking for lightning marks or anything, and you turn around and you realize you just crossed a lake. That's probably the first lake you've ever, paddled across ever in your life as a dwarf. You're not, and you don't have a like, you just realized you remembered you have a disdain for water like that. And Kiri, you don't see anything. It rains enough here, and it's foggy enough where like any tracks probably they've been washed away. But you do see kind of like a natural path that heads to the north. It's not hard to see. It's one of those trotted paths. So there's probably an actual term for that, but it's not a nap. It's just it happens after someone walks or something walks this thing enough where it just happens to be there.
Did you find anything?
No.
I forgot what I was looking for. I'll be honest. I was just looking at that lake over there. Oh, lightning. No, I didn't see anything.
I'll have a search around like a what's it called? Like an expanding sweep.
What are you looking for in general, just so I know?
any signs of habitation, like a campsite, old fires, etc.
Oh yeah, give me a perception. 11. You kind of see there's some sort of booted feet that Kiri must have not seen because she was looking for elk stuff. But it looks like a thing of feet that head up that little natural trail.
Hey, is this what we're looking for?
Could very well be.
Give me a survival on top of that, Lex. Yeah, that's exactly what you
Christ,
say.
what's with the rolls today? I mean, it ain't no elk, but there are tracks here.
Oh, good. Somebody found some. That's good. Which direction are they going in?
What direction are they going in?
They're heading to the north.
Okay. Well, I suggest either follow them or we. Well, I'm not sure, or else what we do.
Makes sense. Good job of finding them. Let's see where they lead to. And does Enos hear Memnon mutter about his being in a group with a dwarf?
Give me a perception, and then we'll say. Well, 14. You hear him mutter something. You don't hear the dwarf part, but he mutters to himself a lot. Especially after you say intelligent things. You think he's just jealous of your sweet intelligence.
Probably. All right. I start following the tracks. I don't know where the tracks are. I start following whoever's following the tracks.
Yeah, I assumed the path was pointed out, right?
It's you know what, Memnon, if you're looking at the path, you can give me a survival as well. You notice that there's more than one set of footprints. There's actually 3 distinct set of footprints.
I'll note that to the group then, and then I'll start scouting a little bit.
Come on. Yeah, you can follow the path. It's wide enough that you can, kind of sneak your way through. And you rolled a 17 stealth, so you feel like you're sneaking through pretty well. You go about. How long would you sneak ahead of the group, just so I know, before you went back or something?
I'd say maybe 50 yards.
Yeah, you see that the path is gonna. It keeps going to the north. You're beyond 50 yards. I mean, the path, it's still tight. And give me another perception.
Jesus.
You see some sort of cloth. Looks like it's caught on a piece of a tree, but you have no clue what it goes to.
I'll pull it off the tree and then head back to the group.
Hey, what you got there?
Well, I found it on the path. It was a little ways out. Didn't want to get too far.
Have you tried to sniff it yet?
That doesn't make sense. A moose doesn't wear clothes.
The path that you guys are following, I don't know if you heard it, Kev. They're boot prints, and Memnon actually realized that there's 3 of them. You're not sure if it's the moose track you're following. You think you don't know what's going on.
Are we looking for 3 mad mages?
I thought it was just one.
I mean, it's likely that he has company or a servant.
Yeah, they got those apprentices. Maybe that's what it is. You know, like stonemasons got an apprentice, like follows them, helps them out, and they learn the trait. That's
So this would be the mage's
That's-
apprentice? Let's just hope he doesn't have any brooms or mops.
oh, you're dead then,
Goddamn
Emma.
brooms! You guys want to keep following the path, I'm guessing?
Yeah, after that little comment, Memnon is just gonna spin around and stalk back up the trail.
You follow the trail for. Give me just give me another perception. Yeah, you follow it. Now that you've zeroed in on this path, you follow it. It kind of comes to a split, like comes to a fork in this path, and the one veering to the right kind of has where the boots are going, and there's another one going. The fork goes right, and one kind of keeps going like to the left, like northwest-ish. You're heading to the east. Well, the boots are heading to the east.
I'll follow the trail with the boots and kind of like scuff an arrow in the dirt with my boot.
Okay. You follow that path for about another 10 minutes, and you start to hear noises. It sounds like some sort of conversation or something.
I'll back up a little bit and like draw out a dagger or something. I'll go back probably a good 40 feet or so and carve the word wait into the path and then try to sneak back up and listen, see if I can hear anything.
Give me another stealth and perception.
Oh god. I'm just rolling worse and worse tonight.
Hold on. Yeah, everyone's rolling bad, it seems. That's fine. It happens. Okay. You start to go back in the direction that you heard the talking, and then you hear in common the voice. Do you hear that? And you kind of see where are you crouched down? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'd kind of like be close to the edge of the path in case I had to dive out.
You're walking and you're sneaking towards the direction of it, and from where you are, you can see there seems to be 3 guys, and they're kind of sitting on logs they've knocked over, and they're all surrounding a fire. And when you're about to kind of sit, like keeping your crouch and just kind of watch them, you hear the thin, small branch underneath your foot snap. That sounds like the snap echoes for hundreds of miles around, and they all kind of look in your direction.
Is there like any type of hill between me and them, like a curve in the ground?
Yeah, there's a little bit. We'll say it's a thick bush that you're kind of behind. They can't see you directly, but they definitely heard you.
Oh, well, if they can't directly see me, I'd just freeze and start praying to whatever gods there are.
And their voices get real low, and you can hear that they're coming in your direction.
I'd look around for any immediate place to hide, like maybe go straight into the bush.
Give me another perception and stealth.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is perfect. Miss, let me roll something real quick. Okay, this is so good. You you kind of look around and you see to like behind you, looks like it's a big hollowed out log, and you just kind of panic and jump into it, thinking that you're big enough to fit into it, and you get about half your body into this log when I guess you could say your eyes were bigger than your waist, and you kind of get halfway into it and you can't get your waist through, and then you hear someone above you say, "Are you okay in there?" And you know that there's someone standing right above you.
I'll immediately start cursing and be like, "Oh, it got away, dang it."
Okay, and he kind of says, "Well, here, let me help you out." And you can tell. Actually, what happens? They kind of touch the sides of this log, and they start to kind of give away because it's old and rotted. And they kind of help you out of this log, and you see that there are three men. They're kind of in drab clothing. One of them's holding a bow and arrow, and he says, "Yeah, that." He kind of looks at you a little confused, but he seems to believe you, and he's like, "Yeah, it's the worst when he gets away." And he starts looking in the direction for some sort of game that he thinks you were chasing.
So, what are you guys doing out here? It's kind of a long way from civilization.
We are hunting, much like we assume you are.
In a way, yes. Kind of hunting. Apparently not very well.
One of them kind of laughs, and you can see the one that's laughing, talking to you. The other two are look. You can tell that they're kind of looking around. And they're like, "You are hunting by yourself?"
No, I've got a friend or two a ways off. I just ran ahead and, tried to chase, and it got away.
Yes, it is a shame when they get away. We do our best to make sure they do not. Give me a perception. Okay. When he says that we are not, he kind of puts his hand forward to shake your hand.
I will do an insight check. Is he being friendly or what?
You don't think he's friendly. There's something ominous about this guy. You just get a bad feeling from this guy.
And then what'd you say he said before he extended his hand?
He said he asked if you were hunting alone because it's a shame when they get away. We do our best to make sure they do not. Then I had you roll persuasion, and then he stuck his hand out.
Oh, yes. It seemed like you're very good at making sure things don't get away. And I'll take a nervous step
what
back.
What your persuasion sees, your perception. I'm sorry. You see that he has his hand out, and when you're backing away, and you're kind of you're not backing away, but you're very overtly not shaking his hand.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of hear from one of the other two behind him. He says, he kind of he sniffs. He's like, you can smell the fear on him. And the one in front of you says, it smells delicious, and I need you to roll initiative. As the guy in front of you slowly transforms from humanoid to some god awful bipedal wolf. And everyone else can roll initiative too.
Oh, what's my
Damn, Carrie.
characters on here?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I meant to do that. I was making the map when I rolled that you guys were going to. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at. Might be. I forget that you guys can't see what I'm seeing. I gotta move you guys. Ba-ba-ba. You guys are somewhere back further this way. Anon, who has found new buddies. He's actually here. The other one's behind him. Now you can roll. Kira, you can re-roll, and I'll just add it to your crit. Or I don't have
How
to.
about that? Wow.
Did it not show up? It didn't. What the hell?
I didn't
There
pull
we
my
go.
token. I wasn't thinking about it.
That's fine. We're still giving you this. Yeah. If you roll it twice, there's no way I'm taking it away from you.
Can I save it and use it for another?
But I am not upset that you asked.
Worth a try. I mean, I rolled it twice.
Yeah, no, hey, I ain't mad at you. All right, so Kira, your turn's first. You don't know. We're gonna say you're a little bit further off, but it's a 23. Shit. It's kind of like that weird. You're not necessarily twins, but you kind of are so codependent on each other that you just get this awful feeling in your stomach that Memnon's in trouble again. The last time you felt this, it was in that house, and you felt it quite a few times in that house.
Stupid broom. Yeah, let's, well, if I'm getting uneasy, I'll switch into a dire wolf.
You can give me a perception at advantage because you're a wolf and you're probably smelling.
Give me one moment, I gotta look at the stats for the wolf. Okay. Perception?
Yes, ma'am. You can get at advantage because you're wolf smelling.
Yep.
All right, there you go. You know that you're not the only big wolf animal in this area. The other ones don't smell quite right. There's something wrong with these other wolf smells.
That's fine. But that gives me a 50-foot movement.
I still got to remember where those. You can do that. That's fine.
And dire wolves are large creatures, so I need to move up a... Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right. We're going to leave this guy. It's perfect that he rolled the 19 because he's the one. He has his hand out. Even though he's shifted form, he still has his hand out kind of in a mocking fashion towards you, Memnon. And since you didn't shake his hand, he's going to try to claw you. And there's a 15 hit.
Nope, AC is 16.
There you go. So he ducked that one, and then he tries to bite you since he missed you with his claws. And that is a miss. So he tries to bite, claw, miss. He tries to claw you. You duck out the way. He tries to bite. You duck out the way, and he lets out a loud howl that pretty much everyone can hear. And it's Lex's turn. Lex, you hear a howl that you saw Kiri running off in some direction, and then you hear a howl that you've heard Kiri howl before, I'm sure. Maybe not as a dire wolf, but this one, it just seems there's something wrong with it.
Okay, I think that's what we're waiting for. And then she takes up at a run.
Okay.
Pulls out her sword spear and attaches it to her glaive.
Yeah, that's him letting me know he's coming in the room.
Maybe we should let the two cats talk.
He's very fudge. Knock it off. All right, yeah.
Movement and dash. That's my turn.
All right. Yeah, he's super mouthy. He won't shut up. This guy here. Let's see if he notices Lex. He has an advantage on smell. He does not. So he is going to move over here. Going to try to flank Memnon, and he's going to do the same thing. Actually, he's not going to claw. He's going to try to stab you with his spear. And that is a 9. And then he's going to try to bite you. That's 18. You take 9 piercing, and I need you to roll a con save.
Oof.
Yeah, you're good. Fireforge. Everyone's just taken off. The sign says wait here. The elf said to wait here. But now everyone's running.
Movement and dash. And I should be able to get right there.
Alright. This werewolf's going to smell as well. He's just kind of sniffing the air to enjoy the fear. But if he picks up anything, he does, actually. He is... I think they have 40 feet of movement. Let's see. I don't know. Nope, 30 feet in regular form. So he's the one that had the bow. He is... You know what? I don't think you can use it in werewolf form. No, you can't. It's too funky. So he's going to throw his spear at you, Lex. And that's an 11 to hit, so I don't think that hits you.
Oh, with the new armor, AC 18.
There you go. Kiri, it's your turn. You can see one of these wolf creatures. It was charging and it threw a spear at Lex.
Oh, I'm so tempted to play fetch, but
Yeah, roll the con save. Now you're good.
if there is stick, I must go get the stick. No, let's go and pounce on this one.
All right.
And I get advantage because of pack tactics.
22 is going to hit.
Needs to make a strength save.
All right. The strength save is a 14.
Boo.
How much damage did your wolf bite do, though? 10. Nice. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, this guy here, you attacked. He is no longer worried about Memnon. He is attacking the giant wolf because he's the alpha. He's going to claw at you for 11 to hit. That misses. And then he's going to try to bite you and see how you like it.
Am I not on the tracker?
Did you not? Oh, you know what? You must not be. What did you roll? It must have not shown up.
An 8.16.
Oh, okay. Well, then we will work on that. Because I don't really have to, but 8.16. Yeah, for some reason you didn't show up.
It was probably when I rolled, it was on the other screen still.
That's fine. So yeah, we'll say, this is what we're going to say. We're going to say that happens because both attacks miss. Actually, no, I lied. The bite would have hit. So you know what? We're going to hold his turn that he's already done till after you go, so you can go now. It's this guy here who's attacking, but you're flanked,
I would
basically.
have been last anyways, and the other guy attacks Lex, so everything will be fine. I will use a bonus action to disengage, and then I will move probably there. And I want to roll an insight if you'll allow it so I can see how strong these guys are.
I mean, they're werewolves and they seem pretty strong. I mean, I don't think you have any personal experience with werewolves. I mean, you've seen were-ravens, but
Okay, so I will say swift death to those who have wronged me. And I will mark the one attacking Kiri.
okay. She has definitely wronged you. 24 is going to hit. The 12 is actually going to hit as well.
The 12's not an attack. I just set it as an additional attack. I don't know why it's rolling. It's just 10 additional damage.
Okay. So he takes 30. Yeah, he's still up, but he's hurting.
And that is my turn.
Here, I need you to give me a con save, and I think a 23 is going to hit you, correct?
Definitely.
You take 4 piercing, and I need a con save.
I used the wolf's con, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so this plus 2.
Okay, you're good. All right, Lex, it's your turn.
All right, Lex charges forward. She lets out a battle cry as she lashes out with her sword spear +1. Let me just make sure these attacks are correct. They are not. You know what? I'll just roll it this way. So she's going to use Fighting Spirit as a bonus action to gain advantage on attacks, and she's going to attack. Yeesh. 13.
10's going to miss.
13.
Oh, 13 just hits, actually, yeah. You had the advantage there. 17.
And then she is going to action surge, and she's going to slash out again.
Uh,
Yeesh. 12. 12 misses.
no,
Right?
12 actually is the AC, so 12 just hits, so you're good.
23, so total of 40
50. Yeah, 40 is the actual way to do that math.
damage.
Okay, yeah, he's still up, but he's rough. No pun intended.
She's going to dart around to the other side of it and go back to back of Kiri. Well, back to butt.
Back to back haunches.
That's her turn.
This wolf here is going to. I don't think he can make it the Memnon. No, he can. He's absolutely going to chase him down. And first attack is a claw. And that is a 21 for 7 slashing.
Ouch.
He's going to try to bite you, which is a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Which I need you to roll a con save, and you take 11 piercing. No, you don't feel good. There's something.
Well, I really don't feel good because I have 1 hit point left.
Yeah. Well, the good news is it's now your turn.
Okay. Well, that ruined what I was going to do. I will bonus action disengage. And I will move. Let's see, I've got a speed of 35 feet. I will move to there, and I will attack this guy again because I have disadvantage on all other attacks until he dies.
Yeah, 23 is going to hit for 17.
And that is my oath bow damage.
Oh, yeah, he goes down.
Kiri, help!
There's a dead one.
Did it look like the attacks were doing full damage?
Yeah. I think everyone's raw. The only one who probably isn't doing full damage is Kiri, but I think everyone else's magical damage seems to be really, you know.
Shield in one hand and sun sword in the other, running up to this wolf to try to distract it away from chasing Memnon again.
Are you like yelling at it?
Yeah, he's just a guttural scream as he's
Give
running.
me a intimidation.
All right.
Yeah, he seems to have changed his focus to the angry dwarf with the fiery blade coming at him.
Yeah, so I used my all my movement and dashed over there.
This guy here is going to claw and bite at Lex. The claw is a 22 for 6 slashing.
That is going to miss.
All right. But then, yeah, if that misses, then the 19 definitely misses on the bite as well.
Yeah. He throws at her hand. There's a blast of, like, I don't know, like pearlescent flash of light, and his claw and bite gets somehow pushed aside and diverted.
All right, Kiri.
Kiri's going to go around Lex. And bite. Advantage because of pack tactics.
23's on the hit. So he makes the strength save. He rolled a 5, so he did not make a strength save.
Awesome, he's now prone. But it's his turn next, so it doesn't really matter.
Anything else?
You know what? No.
Alright, give me 1 second. Everyone can give me a perception.
Perception.
Fireforge can't get over his justice boner. He wants to kill this guy. Memnon, you and Lex would see from the other direction where you guys were going. Apparently, the rest of the pack returns, and they heard the howl.
So from the top? Oh, that way. Is speaking or just shouting something out free action still? Or
Yeah, you can holler something. You can holler up to 6 words, I think.
Well, if it's a sight or smell perception, then I have advantage, so I would have seen it too.
Yeah, then Kira definitely would have smelled it.
the pack returned behind us, and
Oh.
I'd point.
I growl and turn around.
I meant to put them before your turn, but I forgot. So now they're here.
Are there any distinguishing marks on Kiri compared to these other wolves?
I'm
Like
a
wolf.
huge ass wolf, and these are wolf humanoids.
Yeah, these guys.
Oh, that's right. They're bipedal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, these guys are definitely different than Kira. All right. And now it's this guy's. No, this guy doesn't get a turn because he's dead. Lex, it's your turn. The wolf that you and Kira are fighting she pulled it to the ground.
She is going to put it down. I can't action surge again, but I have advantage because he's prone, right?
Should. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
17 gets. Yeah, your crit's definitely going to hit. Yeah, Venus. Yeah, he was dead.
27.
He's dead because he was hurting from after the.
So in a 1-2 combo, she pulls him to the ground and she just runs the spear through his throat, and then she calls out, "More incoming, west side!" And and she's going to swing around. She's going to. You know what? She'll keep the side.
This guy is Deadzo. This guy here.
Bonus action. Nope, that's fine.
Yeah, I did. I figured if you were going to attack something, you would have said it. I knew you had it. But this guy here is now he's attacking the angry dwarf beneath him, well, next to him. The claw.
Oh yeah, that's
is,
right. I have that great weapon master. I can't get to it. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Never mind. I would have. I moved to help Enos finish off the last one. Can I recon that?
I'll allow it this time.
I forget that I have great weapon master.
17 will hit. Alright, 23.
Is it still alive?
Yeah, he hasn't been hit before.
Jeez. Okay. I finished my movement. That's my turn.
The first claw is a 23 Enos.
Holy crap! It's like
Yeah.
23.
You take 8 slashing.
What would I get hit with? What was the?
It was a claw.
Okay, I got a 19. It was higher than 19.
Yeah, the bite is a 9, so the bite misses, but. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how much should I take again?
You took 8 slashing.
Okay.
Alright, that's his turn. This guy here is
Why
doing
does
his
it look like
move.
your bar is like overfilling?
They just rolled kind of like a pack like that. That's pretty good for me. You're down. No.
That wolf is drunk.
Yeah, the mouse at the laptop.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like come over here to the tree, use a bonus action to attempt to hide. And
I'm just
I
going to.
think
Alright.
I'm hidden, so I am going to attempt to attack this guy with a sharp shot.
Yeah, he doesn't know who you are. That, and he's already fighting someone.
Shit.
That's gonna miss though. Anything
Nope,
else?
that's my turn.
Okay. Fireforge, this asshole, you had this new armor made, and the first attack just goes right through it. The bite didn't think it past the shield, but you just got this is a brand new, and this asshole's ripping through it. Is you there?
I'm sorry, I missed that. I thought some asshole
Your
ripping
turn.
through it.
Yeah,
Oh
it's your
shit!
turn.
I'm sorry. Yeah, son of a bitch. So what I'm doing is first I'm casting this on myself,
Shield of Faith, alright.
and then I am attacking with the Sun Sword.
Okay. 21's definitely going to hit.
9.
I want to see something. You know what? He's not undead, but he is a werewolf, and I assume werewolves probably don't like the sun. So I'm going to give you half your undead damage to it. So
Okay.
he takes 12 damage as the burn.
Thank you. My new AC with the shield and that is a 21.
Okay, the other time he still would have hit you because he rolled like a 22, I think. But that is good to know.
Well, yeah, and I didn't have the spell up yet, so. It would've
Oh,
been
with that, yeah, 22. Oh, okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right, this guy's dead. Kieran.
Kiri, is going to howl a challenge and attack this one.
Okay. Pop, 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 pop. 16 is going to hit. See if he makes his strength save. He rolled a dirty 20. He takes 5 damage because you do not have silver fangs or magical fangs.
No.
But it still hurt. You grab. Where did you bite into him? Just so I know.
Just to be funny, let's say I attack his at his neck.
Yeah, so you try to yank him down, and you try to bite his neck. You get a bit of the shoulder, and you try to rip him down, and like the whole neck shoulder area is got a big gash in it. Lex.
Is going to help Kerry join the fray. Trusting Enos can handle that last one by himself. Moves up, slashes out. 11 without advantage.
Yeah, that misses. Hey, you've been rolling well for once, so I mean, you're bound to miss.
Yep. That I can't do anything. That is her turn. Actually, let me look up something. I can't quite recall what Divine Favor does for the
I think that's if you fail a saving throw to favor the gods.
Favor of the Gods. Yeah, that's right.
You can add 2d4 to failed saving throw.
For attack rolls. So in fact, I'm going to roll that now.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14's going to hit, so he takes.
Ignore the plus damage because that's correct. 22 damage.
Alright.
Yeah, bam! She strikes as he comes charging.
The only reason I know that is because I was reading through Sorcerers today when I was in the bathroom. That's where I keep Xanathars.
Yep, that's her turn.
Alright. Skip to werewolf. This werewolf here is going to charge the actual wolf because that's kind of their C's. It's going to claw and bite. The claw is a 13 to hit. The bite is a 6 to hit. They both, I believe, miss. Alright, this guy here is going to attack Fireforge again. The claw is a 12, and the bite is a 20. So that misses with your new shield, correct?
Actually, yeah, and with the arcane shield that went up that spell.
Yeah. So yeah, he tries to bite you, and Horror's anger won't let him hit you. You've got too much thing to bring justice to. This guy here.
One quick question about that tree that's like everybody else is around right there. Can I see the rest of them? Is it like a bush or is it like a high tree?
It's a high tree. It's just,
yeah, so I could cut through that if I was needed to later on.
Absolutely. Okay. This guy here is still attacking Kiri. So the claw and the bite. Let's see. The claw is a natural 1, the bite's a 14.
I believe my AC is a 14.
Alright, then I need you to give me a con save and take 10 piercing.
That's a +2, so it's a 6.
Okay, good to know. You do not feel well.
That's okay, I'm a wolf at the moment, I don't care. It makes me mad.
This wolf is going to charge over to Lex. And it is going to attack Lex. Claw first, followed by the bite. The claw is a 11, the bite is a 19.
Ooh. Should I? You know, I will. Last shield.
So yeah, once you stick out your hand, and when the bite's coming for your throat, you throw your hand out, and the pearlescent shield radiates off out of your body and prevents it from biting. But that's them turns. Memnon.
Like slapping it aside.
Okay. Eno still looks pretty good, right?
been better.
Okay, I'll use a bonus action to try to hide again. And then I'll try it one more time. I assume a 13 misses.
13. No, it would just hit. No, their ACs are 13, I believe. Or I may be wrong. No, they're 12. So no, they hit. So which one were you aiming at? I'm sorry. When you said by Enos?
Yes.
He takes 14.
I don't think that has my sneak attack damage built in.
So basically 19 on top of that. So 19 altogether, actually.
Correct. And that is
Okay.
my turn.
He is still up, but he is bleeding buckets. Fire Force, this wolf in front of you is looking angry. But looking hurt. You're looking angry.
Yeah, so I'm imagining this bipedal creature up in front of me with it's a medium creature, so I'm just taking my the sun sword and just trying to put it right through its chest.
Alright. And you do, and it goes like this is what happens. You run it through his chest. It's kind of his lower chest because just the height difference. And when he falls over, right, like you don't move the sword, and then it just burns through him like it's a lightsaber. And he just plops on the ground with your sword never moving. It just kind of cuts through half of him.
Now I'm going to move him towards the rest of the battle in just a second.
Okay.
And that should be it.
Super eyes.
She's going to bite the one in the middle.
Okay.
The damage not that
16
it matters.
17's gonna hit you. So he's gonna take 6 and he's gonna make a strength. He rolled a 7, so he is prone. Anything else?
Nope.
Alexis, your turn.
Alright. She engages the one that's prone, intending on putting it down. 16 to hit.
Yep.
24 piercing damage. I should add that that's magical piercing damage.
He's still up. He is still alive, just barely. One might say with maybe 1 hit point.
God damn it. I can't do anything on a bonus.
Nah, sorry, man.
Sometimes I wish I could just use my bonus action to go over there and kick them.
Can't you attack with your bonus action like the butt of your spear?
No, that's Polearm Master. I've got Great Weapon Master instead.
I thought you had to pull master because you were doing it before, weren't you?
That's a different character.
I'm pretty sure I remember her doing that in the death house.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, we swapped stuff around. I talked to you about it. Remember?
That's right. That is right. You're correct. Might be. All right. All right.
That's my turn.
Now this guy's turn. He is still haranguing Kiri. He has not been hurt. Not that that matters. He's on claw and bite. 22 to claw and a natural 20 to bite. You take 18 damage from this wolf. He brought the pain.
Okay, I got 17 left.
Alright. It's this guy's get turn because he just got sun sworded. This guy's going to get up. And he's going to attack Kiri because he can't really run out of. That's a 19 from the claws for 6 and a 14 for the bite for 8. They do not like another wolf.
So the damage total was what, 14?
Yes, ma'am. You're so good.
Yep.
Guy here is engaged with Lex, and he has no intention of changing. The call is a 23, Lex, and the
Yep.
bite is a natural 20. Holy shit.
Jesus.
You take 23 damage, and I need a con save from you.
Okay, give me a sec.
Grum's trying to kill us tonight.
Nah, this is.
All these crits you're rolling.
Hey, man, we all started out bad. You do not feel good. But that is his turn. Memnon.
Alrighty.
God, I could totally change the whole landscape of this fucking game right now.
We're all werewolves.
Everybody dies.
We're all
Everyone,
strahds.
everyone's a werewolf, but Fireforge.
Well, and me. I don't think it transfers over. When
I think
change.
the cantripy probably would transfer over.
I don't know.
It's
I'll
a
have to
disease
know it.
or a magical curse. But I'm gonna get here.
Well, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Your turn.
I will try to hide. I think I'm well hidden, so I'm going to foolishly use an oath bow attack. When I find the button. That's at this one.
Alright. So yeah, no, he's attacking. So that hit 17 definitely hit. So don't you also get sneak up? Isn't there extra oath bow damage?
No, that was only for this one. I only get that once a day.
Okay, so he takes 29 damage.
That was its special feature.
Gotcha. Fireforge. It is your turn. So these things are doing a number.
Yep, I'm gonna move in next to. Let me see here. I don't know how big the trunk of this tree is, but I'm basically gonna move in a straight line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I be there?
Yeah, we'll just say I just picked this map because this isn't an actual. This isn't a wizard's map. I just needed a
That's
forest
fine.
map.
I use this one as well. I just wanted to make sure you're cool with that.
I'm not.
And I am going to I'm gonna keep that spell up and stab with my sun sword again to this guy.
Jeez, you're bringing the pain. So he takes 12.
And yeah, if you're counting that one like before, the half undead or
Half
if you just
undead,
count it as
but
one.
yeah. Yeah, he that was the first time he's been hit. Give me a no, you don't even have to. He turns around and looks at you quite angrily. Anything else?
Yeah. Just bang the hilt of my sun sword on my shield, and that's it.
Alright, Silver Eyes.
God, we're going after that middle one again.
Yeah, the one in the middle is not doing well. No. This is what we're gonna do. Let's see if he makes a save, even though he doesn't matter. He does not. So this is the same guy earlier before you tried to reach up and grab his throat and yank him to the ground. You try it again, but when you do, it's just like the bottom part of his neck that comes with you, and the rest of him falls the opposite direction, and he just plops down dead.
Okay, I turned to look at the one on top and I growl.
With his throat still in his mouth. I like it. That's what I would do. Lex.
All right. Well, first off, Lex is going to second wind because wow.
Hey man, it's 5 you didn't have.
Then second off, she's going to attempt to. Shit. God damn it. She's going to attempt to run the one that just savaged the shit out of her. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be God damn.
10's gonna miss. You try to bring it down and you get caught on the tree. The tree that's only
fine.
there when you fuck up. That's your turn. The werewolf's turn. I think he's dead. 15's dead, right? Yeah. No, he's not. He is
Actually-
going to roll.
I'll move 5.
Alright.
That's my turn.
No, he can't. He's going to attack Kiri. Even with the 5 intimidation, he is not scared. Because he actually, I had him roll wisdom against it, Kiri, and he nat 20'd it, so he's angry at you.
Boo.
The 12 with the
It's 14 to hit me. Hello. Hello.
I'm still here.
I think Rum might have. The cat probably killed it.
He rolled another natural 20 and he's shocked by it.
No, my internet went down for like a second. All right. The claw was at Lex is a 14.
Yeah, 14's to hit me.
And Lex?
Yeah, he's biting. The guy, I don't know if you hold on one sec. Where did I cut out?
It attacked me,
Yeah.
but we didn't hear what the
believe so.
attack was.
Okay. The first 2 attacks at Kiri, they both missed. You rolled a 12 and a 13. Then the second guy who, this is not short, son of a bitch. This werewolf here, not his turn. He's very mad at Fireforge, but he's surrounded, so he's going to take a clawed swipe at Lex, which is a 14, which we all know misses, and then he's going to try to bite Fireforge, which he probably won't be able to, but he rolled an 18, which misses. Had he had advantage, he would have rolled a natural 20, but he didn't. This guy here, wait.
Yeah, that's the only one left, is the 1.
Yeah, that's right. Memnon, it's your turn.
Okay. Probably just the same routine. Bah.
2 is going to miss. That goes into the tree.
Well, if I was hidden, it would have been a 9, but yeah.
All right. Well, then it just goes wide. Fireforge.
Same thing.
$16's going to hit for. We'll still give it. We'll give it the 1, so another 12.
I'm going to also use my Divine Smite. I'll roll that right now.
I mean, that's probably a good thing. An extra 8. Alright, so yeah, he's looking bad, but he's still battle able. Or, there's probably a better way to say that. But yeah, he takes his basically 30 damage.
Nice.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Fireforge, Silver Eyes. Words are hard.
Just move down a little bit so I'm actually closer to both, but I'm going to attack the one on top first.
Twenty's definitely gonna hit. Let's see if he makes a save. Werewolf gotta make a strength saving throw. He rolled a 7, so he takes his damage and he is prone.
I growl viciously at him again. I growl viciously at him again.
He's at the moment. Nah, that's not going to really affect. Lex, it is your turn.
Can't reach the one that just fell prone,
It kills you inside.
but she can use her bonus action to Fighting Spirit to gain advantage, and then try and put the one that's harassing her and Fireforge down. 16
16's going to hit.
for 21 magical piercing damage.
He's still up.
God damn it. Okay. That is her turn for now. Yeah, she'll stay. Actually,
Go ahead.
let's move there.
Well, yeah. He's scared shitless, but he's not going to be the first one to abandon. So he's going to get up and he's going to swing at Silver Eyes. A 21 for the claw for 6 slashing, and 8 for the bite.
11 damage total.
No, it's 6 altogether. The attack was an 8.
Oh, okay. So 6
You
altogether.
take 6 slashing, yeah. He rolled a natural 20 had he advantage, but he did not, so he misses. This guy's dead.
Okay, I revert back to small.
Do you revert back here, or do you revert here, where you're probably there?
Yeah, right there.
This werewolf is going to... He's going to do what he did last time, but in reverse. He's going to swipe out a Fireforge. And that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 slashing.
Alright.
He's going to try to bite Lex. And that's a 14 for the bite, so that misses. No.
Alrighty. Well, shit, that one's prone.
I don't think it's prone anymore, is it?
It's just hurt?
Yeah, no, he's up. Yeah, he had to get up.
Okay. Same routine.
Oh,
Oh, I'm definitely hidden.
yeah, you're definitely hidden. So you get 19 hits for 21. He's still alive too, because... No, wait, hold on. He's not alive, because that's the one that Alexa... No. No. He's dead. He had, 2 hit points left before your attack. Now he has none. Anything else?
Nope.
Fireforge.
Alright, oh, so the other one's dead. So I am going to attack with the Sun Sword again. Is he trying to seem like run away, or do you just reposition himself?
At the moment, he seems pretty engaged. I don't think he's aware of all of everyone else being dead.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sweep down at his legs, since he's bipedal.
Oh man, you cannot roll beneath a 20 with that thing. It's like one of those UFC calf kicks, but it's one of those horrible ones where you hit his leg so hard it snaps, but it's with a sword, and it just cuts right through his leg, and he goes down.
Nice.
For all intents and purposes, he's dead, and he's bleeding out very fast as you've severed the leg, and as he's bleeding out, he goes from werewolf form back to human form. He's trying to stop all the blood coming out of his stump, but he can't. And in about 15 to 20 seconds, he's dead. Just all the blood rushing out of his stump.
Yeah, Enos will watch him die.
And that is the end of combat, as you guys have dealt with the werewolves that were hunting.
Okay, that was not a mad mage.
No, it's not a what?
Mad mage.
That is correct.
Okay,
What is that?
I put out the healing spirit for people who need it.
Oh, I'll come over, hang out with the healing spirit.
Yeah, you guys rolled shit, so the only thing you saw were another set of footprints that led you to a werewolf hunter's camp.
Let's see. You want to go ahead and roll for that, Robin?
Well, it's a minute. It's lasted for a minute, so you guys walking through it easily gets you guys back up to full. Cause what?
Yeah, we
it's-
just kind of take turns jumping in and out of it until we all get healed up, right? That's
yeah,
pretty much it. Because it's not in combat.
right.
I would like to take 20 to roll perception or whatever roll you want for searching the camp.
Yeah, perception works.
So it would be a total of 26.
Hold on. You rolled a 20, you said?
I'd like to take 20 if that's an option in this edition.
Yeah, you can roll, but I still need you to roll the perception to see all that you find.
So then take 20 is not an option on skills.
I've never heard of it before, so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
in
what that is.
Pathfinder, but
it's-
not so much in this.
It's basically you're taking your time to move your eyes and take in
Okay.
everything.
I got you. Yeah, no. That's not. You rolled an 11. Is anyone else searching?
Yeah.
Enos wouldn't. He's examining these dead werewolves.
Yeah. Same.
Alright. They all had, the other ones seemed they dropped their weapons when they heard their howl. So you find at the camp, there is 3 sets of bow and arrows along with short spears, or just spears, I guess.
Is anyone writing this down?
Yeah, I got to figure out how we're going to do this lycanthropy thing. We'll figure that out next game. Give me a week.
How many sets of bows and arrows, and how many arrows?
Combined, we'll say there's 60 arrows, 3 short bows,
Ooh, I can
3
use that.
spears, 3 spears, and someone give me a D100.
I
What
got
are you
it.
2 searching? 61.
Giant rocking chair.
Yeah, and we'll break out that one. You find some sort of vial on one of the guys, the guy who put his hand out originally to shake your hand.
I will walk over to the magic users and be like, what's
It's
this?
There's 3 layers on it. There's a brown, a silver, and a gray layer. They kind of look like, when you get like earth samples, and each one's a different layer of sediment.
That's odd.
Wait, so it's a vial that looks like earth sediment?
Well, no, there's like the liquid in it is on 3 different layers.
Oh, so there's like 3 different color murkiness, and it's separated out into 3 different layers.
I probably used a bad example, but
So what happens if you were to shake it around and mix it up,
they swirl together.
and then they separate out again after a while?
If you give it time for it to settle back down, they'll go back to their layers.
Is this one of those potions that you have to shake well before drinking?
I don't know. Give me an Arcana check.
I guess out of the group, I would be the best suited to suss out what this.
I think
Or-
actually,
Or Kiri. We'll see.
God, I can't roll for shit.
You guys don't know what this is.
Put it in the
It's
bag
some-
of holding, and we'll ask
Yeah.
a professional.
Maybe the Mad Mage will know what it is.
If one of these men were not the Mad Mage.
None of them did anything particularly mental or magical, so I would hazard a guess that they were not.
Give me about 5 minutes. Take about 5 minutes to use the restroom.
You got
Probably
it.
gonna call it here in about another half hour or so, but just give me 5.
You got it.
So does anybody want those arrows?
You can have those. I
Um,
can't use the short bow. I can use light crossbow.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
use range weapons.
I still don't have any ranged weapons. I think my Ring of the Ram is the closest thing I got to it.
By
They're all
means,
yours.
If you need a ranged weapon, go ahead.
I really don't. There's a couple times where I was charging in that I probably could have used one, but generally he just charges in like a maniac.
Well, I will not dog you anymore, and I will gladly take them.
Sure.
So that leaves 3 short bows, 3 spears, and that vial of liquid.
Yeah, and there's also a couple. If you go through the camp, there's a couple like field dressed rabbits. There's one like they were cooking over the fire when Memnon stumbled into them.
Well, I mean, it'd be a shame to let some good food go to waste.
Well, I do 2 things. One is to rip out some of the canines of these werewolves, add it to the collection. I think I already have.
The thing is, when they die, they've all reverted back into human. You can rip out the human canines.
No, that's not as much fun.
So, are they wearing
I'm gonna.
clothes? Or are there a
Clothes
bunch
come
of
out.
naked dudes lying around?
You notice that actually, yeah, when they went from regular form to human form and werewolf form, that all of their clothing either ripped or fell off them. And the other thing, they're just you don't know. Somewhere in the woods, there's 3 set of clothing.
Do my companions still look worse for the wear from some of the bites and things they were taking?
When people have been healed,
Not health point wise, but like
yeah, all
I
of
think
them.
we've already established some lore of this area, at least with vampires. I don't know about werewolves.
Give me. I want to say, for you, we'll say, give me a religion check. Because this is when you were back at the temple reading your books. 13. And definitely with the were ravens, you know that lycanthropy is a curse of the blood. And it can transfer from family. It's kind of can transfer from generation to generation, much like the Mardikovs with the were ravens.
Oh.
But it normally transfers via bite. And you can see, even though everyone's kind of healed up as they are, wherever their bites are, the bites are still fresh. And like there's a little, you can see the veins, and they're kind of like, it looks like necrotic damage, but it has that effect of how it affects the. I didn't
mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna try to help out whoever's nearest. I guess was Memnon bit.
They all have it, but you.
So I'll walk up to Memnon, examine the wound. If he'll let me, I'll start praying to Hor and lay on hands to try to alleviate that affliction. I think I have to spend 5 points. Yeah.
Yeah, disease. They're assuming it is a disease.
Yeah, that's what he's going to attempt. That's all he pretty much knows. And then I just wait for the results. If Memnon will let me. If not, I'll walk over to Kiri and...
First, what would I know about werewolves?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a sec. I just need to look up my.
They're furries, basically.
Yeah. They like to lay around naked in the woods with their heads chopped off.
I'm going to say, because I don't feel like looking it up, that because it's so fresh that it hasn't had a chance to completely affect the body, that the lay of hands, the healing with the disease, it does take effect and it works. Like Memnon, what happens is it doesn't like fade. It's kind of disgusting. It's like the wounds where he got bit, the body basically kind of forces the poison and the out of the wound. It's like one of those nasty big pimples being popped.
Ugh.
Then it kind of like congeals and wherever the bite is, and the body seals up.
Well, before I let him, what would I roll to see if I know anything about werewolves and the curse?
Um,
I don't know if Memnon would want the curse or not.
give me a history.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Give me a history check. You don't know a lot about them, but yeah, you don't know a lot about them. You know that they tend to be wild animals, and they normally are pretty disdained. Like everyone does not like them.
Well, I'm used to that. As Enos would approach, I would kind of like ask him what this is and what he's trying to cure before I let him do anything.
And basically what I know, Rum, just so I make sure, is that their bites through blood and saliva, you can become one of them.
Yeah, and you know that
That's what I'm trying to prevent, he would say.
you know that they're evil, and they tend to become feral creatures among other people who aren't part of their pact.
Now, man, I know we didn't get off on the right foot, but unless you want to become one of these guys with their legs chopped off in the middle of the woods at some point, then let me do this.
You're going to wake up and you're going to be in the woods and you're going to be without clothes.
Well, that's happened many times, and he just looks at Gary.
With blood all over you.
Uh-huh.
Missing a leg.
He would sigh and be like, okay, fine.
The power of horror compels you. And then I'll go over to my 2 other companions, and I'll point out the wounds that they have, and start praying to horror. And if they allow me, I will do the same for them.
Is anyone not going to let him? I'll take the silence as a no. And
I want to be a werewolf. No, I'm kidding.
Same thing. The body basically forces with the assistance of horror, pushes the venom out basically, and when it gets out, the body just with his healing magic closes up.
Okay, that looks disgusting.
Yeah, it looks nasty. It's like whipped cream that was green.
Do you think it would have worked for them as well?
You would know that you would need a different type. You would actually need a different type of magic for them because they obviously had complete effect over them. Give me, you know what? You can give me an Arcana, Lex. So can you, Kiri. And you can give me another religion.
It's probably something like Greater Restoration or Remove Curse.
I have no fucking clue.
You know that that bad they would need to remove curse spell, and even then it would be painful.
May actually be fatal, regardless. But good to know if one of us starts sprouting a tail. Well, never mind. Carrie, you're perfectly fine. At least you come back with clothes. If you don't come back with clothes, then you're bad. I think that's the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
You think all of them volunteered for that, or
I doubt it.
why would they just go with it and still hang around each other, even though they were bit unwillingly? I mean, some people maybe want to become one of them.
Who knows? There may be other werewolves running around out here in the wilds who are like, fuck werewolf. Down with the pack.
Self-hating werewolf.
Isn't
there one of those in the C team?
No, I don't think. Oh, you mean Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor.
Trevor was the man.
Yeah.
Dang old man. I just want to hang out with him. Yeah, Trevor was the man. They all drinking the blood, and I mean, when I get to drinking the blood, I get real excited. But give me a perception check, everyone. Makes sense that Memnon, you see, like, after you're kind of sitting there getting the poison kicked out of you, probably eating these guys, literally eating their lunch. You notice, like, into this area over here to the north is a giant elk. And he's kind of sitting there watching everyone, and he kind of, like, slowly, like, his eyes, they seem, I don't know how smart elk's eyes seem, but these seem to have a very sharp intelligence in them. And he kind of comes up to this dead werewolf here, and he kind of sniffs it and nudges it with its snout. And then it goes from this giant elk into a man. He's a bald man, he's got a little goatee, he looks very disheveled. And he kind of looks at you guys and says, well, you're obviously not with the devil. You're not with Strahd. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm eating a rabbit. Would you like some?
No.
Well, we're killing werewolves right now. They came. They didn't seem too friendly to try to eat one of my friends.
Well, my friends here, they wanted to come across lake here to look for a great arcane caster. Totally insane. What was the Donald Trump quote?
God.
Oh man, I don't know. We don't have time for that.
Something about, like, having great sanity or something.
Oh yeah, he's the most sane there is, or something.
No, I'm a very stable genius.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
We're looking for a very stable genius.
And he kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "Are you looking for me? Leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered."
Look, we're hoping you can help us, or we could help you, or we could help each other.
He kind of looks like he's about to grab, like, a weapon, like a staff or something, but it's not there. And he looks at everyone very suspiciously. He's giving you the slanty eye look, and he's like, "Are you sure you're not with the devil?"
Well, considering his minions have attempted to kill us multiple times, I think not.
Give me a persuasion at advantage. You're surrounded by dead werewolves. Yeah, that works. He kind of relaxes a little bit, and he's like, "All right, well, you're not here to kill me, then. That's good. I'm," and he's trying to. He's like, "I don't remember. I don't know who I am." And you can give me Arcana checks, Lex, Carrie, and because you're a spellcaster, you as well. You know, technically, you're a spellcaster. That's perfect. You would know. He's he's hold on one second. I had something in my throat. He yeah, right. The hairball. He definitely doesn't seem right, but there's like a magical effect to it. You read about this, like, this is one of those things that you've read just passing, like you were going through a bunch of books and you just read about it and you're like, well, that's something I'll never have to deal with. But you think he's under the effect of a mind blank spell. And what you know about mind blank spells are they're not permanent. They actually last for a bit, and you think he's well, you don't know, but whatever. He's meta wise, you wouldn't know, but he doesn't seem like he's going to attack you, and he's willing to listen to you, but he doesn't know who he is.
Look, perhaps we can find out who you are. My name is Lex. This is my friend Carrie, Memnon, and Enos. Enos here is a cleric of
Paladin.
a paladin of Hor.
And when you say of Hor, he's like, Hor, and he kind of like, and he was thinking, and he's like, are you guys from? He says, are you guys from the Forgotten Realms? Are
Yes.
you? Oh, where? This isn't Greyhawk? And he's very confused. And he's like, oh, it's fine, don't matter. And he's like, all right, we're not safe out here. Follow me. And he starts heading north towards the mountain range. And as you guys approach the mountain range, he's like, and you get closer to like one of the smaller underlying mountains. He kind of walks right up to it, goes, okay, we're safe here. And you guys look around, and it's literally just open land from everywhere. Like, how the hell is this possibly safe? And then he kind of grabs something, part of the mountain, and he twists it, and he opens this door up that's literally in the side of the mountain.
Whoa.
And then you go, yeah, and he invites you guys in.
That's awesome. Lex is thoroughly impressed. It's Leonard's tiny hut or whatever, right?
Oh no,
sorry. It's Magnificent Mansion.
Yep.
It's Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion because reasons.
Yeah, you can look in, and it's kind of like a TARDIS, but it's literally like inside the mountain. And you look in, and it's really nice inside. That's fine. We're about to end it. And give me another Arcana check, Lex. You would be the one that would know about this.
Yeah,
it definitely wouldn't be Carrie.
So
Lex
Lex is currently kind of doing the whole Keanu Reeves woe thing.
Yeah, and you've heard of this. Everyone's heard of it in the Arcana, like in that circle. And there's only been one person to actually be able to do it. It's even named after him. But he's been missing for a couple of years. But it's not uncommon for mages to go missing for long periods of time because they're off doing magic shit in different realms. But the only mage that you've ever known to be able to do the spell is, in fact, Mordekainen himself.
Yeah, I'll lean over and I'll whisper to Enos, and I think I'll whisper to him and I say, I think this is Mordekainen.
Would I remember who that is?
Give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
I mean, Yeah, he's pretty famous, isn't he? Throughout the
He's
Forgotten
super
Realms.
famous, but it's kind of like super famous in his field. Yeah, you've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him before. I mean, even in my parts, he's famous. Why do you think it's him? I've never
This,
seen any pictures or anything.
and she gestures towards the. Are we inside, by the way?
I mean, you guys are having this conversation outside. I don't know if Memnon went in, but he's basically just holding the door open, and you guys are having this conversation in front of him.
Yeah, I'll step inside and I'll look around and I say, not every arcane wielder can construct such a realm space.
Hmm.
The only one that I know of, off the top of my head, and she nods towards the direction of where Mordenkainen is still ushering Memnon and.
Hurry up, get in! It's not safe out here. He was polite for like 30
Yeah, I
seconds,
would follow
and now
him
he's just
into.
yelling at you to get the fuck in. Get it? You want to get eaten by werewolves? Get in here! And you guys get in, and it's ridiculous. This thing is probably like 5 stories tall. It's huge. This is the biggest space. Like, the fact that it's magically produced is ridiculous. And there's a kitchen. There's basically anything you could want is in here. There's he comes in and he has he kind of takes off. He has a robe on, but he had like a over robe, and he takes it off and he kind of throws it, and it just starts floating in midair by itself, and it goes over and hangs itself up. And he's like, "Yeah, they can't get us in here. Come sit down." And he sits down, and the food starts kind of floating to itself, and he starts like reading. It looks like a book, but it's not. There's no spine to it. It's like just a flat sheet of paper, and he's kind of got it rolled up, and he takes it off, and he's just reading it. Even
he's reading a blank book.
No, it's not a blank book. It's a newspaper, basically. You guys don't know what a newspaper is, but he went and got a newspaper from a different realm, and he's just kind of reading it. When you say cookie, like a whole plate of cookies just kind of floats over to you, Kier. And we'll end it here with you guys in the mansion. And we'll pick up from here next week. But if there's anything you guys want to do inside the mansion, if you want to talk to him, just throw it in Discord and we will RP it, or I'll tell you. But pretty much anything you really want, like food or drink wise, that will be brought to you. There's a keg of nice dwarven ale, actual ale, none of this crappy wine bullshit.
Nice.
All right. Before I run off, Perrin, you said that you're planning on finishing Storm King's Thunder first.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that, but I think we can make up our characters and stuff after that book, after the new module comes out on the 7th.
I don't think there's any like player options in the new module.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really say anything, but if there is, then I'll, and I think a couple of like Rum and yourself, I think made up characters already. So, if there is, I'll just let everybody know, and then I'll make up the sheets. I'll release. I'll invite, make up the sheets. I think in Roll20, or excuse me, Discord, I'll just create. I guess I'll create just a new voice chat or rename the voice. Chat or something. I don't know.
I think
let's use the one we're using.
I think the only 2 new UA stuff coming out, it's going to be in the guide to Eberron. I think.
Yeah. No, I was thinking.
Perrin, are you up to taking new players?
Well, here's the thing. If everybody's gonna play, I already have 6, and that's kind of. I don't even know what they recommend but we're probably, if
Yeah, I
everybody's
think-
playing that, and that's without Jason coming
Yeah.
back at some point.
6 is a lot.
Yeah, I think I was just wondering if anyone was planning on dropping out.
Not that I'm aware of. But if somebody does, or more than one person does, yeah, that definitely up to it.
All right. Anyway, I've got to run off.
Shoot.
Tuesday's set for me.